Today is a lazy, rainy Friday afternoon, and you and your friend decided to watch a movie. You scan the movie listing and talk about which film to see. The most important question you will ask in order to make a decision is, what's the movie about? What you're essentially concerned about is the plot of the film. Plot is what happens in the narrative. Every story from books, plays, and films to newspaper articles and television program is based on plot. Without a plot, the characters will have nothing to do. It is what engages us as spectators and keeps us interested. However, the plot is not just a series of random events. What turns a story into plot is how the events unfold in a casual manner. There are five parts to the plot: exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. Now, I tell the story of the film Titanic, analyzing it with this standard part of a story. The exposition introduces important background information for audience to understand the story. The main characters are Rose and Jack Dawson. The setting is in a ship called Titanic. Rising action, when things start to escalate, it's the part before climax. Jack and Rose start to falling for each other. Rose's mother and fiancé creates obstacles for them. Meanwhile, the ship hits an iceberg and starts to sink. The climax is the turning point. It's the most suspenseful and exciting part of a story. In this part, it will ultimately be determined whether the hero will overcome all the conflict or face defeat. The ship completely sinks. Jack and Rose are stranded in the freezing water. Jack dies. Falling action is the period of time in a story that follows the climax and leads to the resolution. In this part, the conflict between the protagonist and the antagonist is solved, with the protagonist winning or losing against the antagonist. Rose waits for a lifeboat. Finally, she is rescued. The resolution comprises events which tends to end nicely. It ties together all the loose ends of those stories. In the final part, Rose, by now very older, tells the story of Titanic. She drops the necklace into the ocean and visualizes Jack as she dies peacefully.